What can a company's website really tell us about its entire business plan? Well, today we're going to dive deep into an online storefront called Cyrus Uniform. We're going to treat their website like our only source material and see if we can figure out their business model, their sales tactics, and even their global ambitions. It's all hiding in plain sight.
Okay, so check this out. Tucked away at the very bottom of their homepage, we find our first major clue: bulk uniform manufacturer, export worldwide. Wow, in just 7 words, they've basically laid out their core identity. They're not just a shop, they're a manufacturer focused on big orders, and they've got a global vision. Let's see how the rest of the site backs that up. So what's the first thing you see when you land on the site? It's this trio of promises: free shipping, a money-back guarantee, and a discount for first-timers. These are classic e-commerce moves, right? They're designed to make you feel comfortable and take away any hesitation. Before you've even seen a single uniform, they're making it a whole lot easier for you to click buy.
All right, so here's our game plan for this little tour. We'll start with first impressions, then we'll look at the huge range of stuff they sell. After that, we'll decode their sales pitch, figure out their core business model, and then at the end, we'll put all the pieces together to see what this whole storefront is really all about.
Okay, first up, first impressions. So right off the bat, my main impression is just sheer volume. I mean, the homepage is busy. It's packed with products and categories and all these calls to action. This is not some minimalist, artsy boutique. No way. It's more like a bustling digital warehouse, and it's designed to scream one thing: whatever you need, we've probably got it.
So now let's take a little walk through that digital warehouse. Their product universe is, well, it's huge. They're not just selling, one type of lab coat. They're trying to dress entire industries, top to bottom. And this slide really shows you just how wide of a net they're casting. You've got hospital scrubs, corporate suits, school jackets, chef coats. I mean, each of these is its own massive market. By trying to serve all of them, Cyrus Uniform is spreading out its risk and really positioning itself as the one-stop shop for any organization that needs uniforms. Okay, so they've got the products. That's clear. But how do they actually turn someone just browsing into a paying customer? This is where we get into their strategy for conversion, and it's got a few different layers. The most obvious tactic, the one that hits you right in the face, is the good old discount. It's big, it's red, it's right there next to the picture. A 40% discount on a chef coat isn't just a lower price, it's a psychological hook that just yells, "Hey, look, good deal over here." You can't ignore it. But they don't just stop with a percentage. They show you the original price with a line through it. And that makes the savings feel so much more concrete. Suddenly, you're not just saving some abstract percentage, you're saving 1,000 actual rupees. It just feels more real that way.
But a good deal might not be enough to get you to buy it right now. And that's where urgency comes in. They create these exclusive flash sales, and they even put a ticking countdown timer right on the page. That's pure FOMO, fear of missing out. It puts the pressure on, making you think you have to decide now before the deal is gone forever.
So if you put it all together, it's this clear 3-step dance. First, they attract you with that big flashy discount. Then they help you convert by using things like bestseller labels, that's social proof. And finally, they urge you to act immediately with those time-sensitive flash sales. It's a classic sales funnel, and it's playing out right there on the page.
Now we get to what I think is the most fascinating part of their whole strategy. This entire website, with all its e-commerce tricks, is actually built to serve 2 totally different types of customers all at the same time. So here's how they pull it off. On one path, you've got the individual buyer. That's the B2C, or business-to-consumer customer. You see a price, you add it to your cart, you check out. Easy. But running right alongside that path, you see buttons like Get Quotation and Bulk Inquiry. Now that is a totally different journey. That's for the B2B, business-to-business client. Think a hospital or a hotel buying for their entire staff. They don't just add to cart, they're invited to start a conversation, a negotiation. So when we zoom out and put all these pieces of the puzzle together, what does this digital storefront actually tell us about Cyrus Uniform as a whole? It reveals this really clever hybrid strategy. The direct-to-consumer sales, the B2C stuff, that's what's loud and visible with all the flash sales and discounts. But all those prompts for bulk inquiries make you think that the bigger contracts, the B2B deals, are the real engine of the business. We can't know the exact split, of course, but it's clear the website is a tool built to capture both kinds of customers, all while keeping an eye on growing those global exports. Hey, remember that tagline from the very beginning? Export worldwide? Well, it turns out that wasn't just some marketing fluff.
The site is actually built to make that happen. With support for all these different languages and currencies, they've already laid the technical foundation to turn that global ambition into a reality.
So all of this leaves us with a pretty big question. Cyrus Uniform has built a single website that works as both a regular retail shop and a B2B lead generation machine, all while being prepped for international customers. It's efficient and it's definitely scalable. So you have to wonder, is this hybrid model serving both the individual and the institution at the same time the blueprint for the future of specialized online business? It is for sure a powerful case study.